So my name is Annie Coleman, and my role is I'm a managing director and I'm global head of marketing and also culture. And I've been at UBS now for about 8.5 years. The problem that we were trying to solve was really trying to find ways that we could get more feedback to our juniors. And Rungway for us was an app that could really allow that mentoring at scale. So that's what we were trying to fix, providing that sort of network of advice and information for people when they needed it. One of the benefits of Rungway that we hadn't anticipated but we think is really strong is that we think it really creates a more inclusive culture. Because most people ask questions anonymously, when people are answering those questions, they don't know their gender, their ethnicity, their background, which region they come from. So all those unconscious biases that normally come into play just go away. And rather than just having one point of view from your line manager, you're getting a diverse range of opinions, which I think helps you make much better decisions because you've got that diversity of opinions and advice that you can tap into. The return on investment for us for Rungway are several, actually. I could also ask, well, what's the cost of not having something like Rungway? It's definitely solved a problem. We definitely had millennials who said they wanted more feedback and they wanted more action with senior people. Rungway's the perfect platform for allowing that. We also have 27% of our workforce are female and over 50% of the questions are asked by women. So again, clearly this is fulfilling a need for women who feel that for whatever reason they don't want to ask their line manager, they don't want to ask their peers, but they want to get help and they can use Rungway. Definitely in our employee survey, the score that we had for women thinking that we had a diverse and inclusive culture went up by 5%. So that's been terrific. There is more and more pressure on financial services institutions to create a psychologically safe workplace. One of the things that Rungway has been very good at is actually providing a way of measuring psychological safety, which is you can see then track whether you're making progress on that. When we look at our employee survey, we look at engagement and enablement scores, and the number one driver of both of those is talent management. And what's interesting about Rungway is that the vast majority of questions, something like over 25%, are related to talent management. So again, Rungway is really helping us drive that engagement and enablement, which is so critical to the success of our culture. What I love most about Rungway is the variety of topics that are brought to the platform. But I'm so proud of the way that the senior people in the organisation, not just the senior people, some of the juniors too, provide answers, really quite personal answers and very, very in-depth answers. And it's the length of some of the responses and the time and care that people have taken that just I find really, really impressive. All these conversations, all these questions, all these worries that people have are out there. And this is a way for us being able to really get a pulse check and see what's going on, and for us then to be able to do something about that. Otherwise all these things could be going on and you wouldn't know about it and you wouldn't be able to do anything about it. And I think one of the things that we're looking at is how can we institutionalize that in the way that we provide feedback for people. So looking at maybe the hot topic that particular month, putting together what the policy is, where people can get more information, and then giving that to our line managers and saying, in your weekly team meetings, can you just spend 5 minutes going through this particular subject because we know it's one of real concern to people because it's been the number one topic on Rungway. What's also struck me is how deeply personal some of the questions are. So people asking about, I want to come out, but I'm in an Asian country and that's really difficult for me. How can I get support? Or people talking about wanting time off because they need fertility treatment and they're not sure how to handle it. And then the incredible personal and very open responses that very senior and mostly male have responded back. I think that really shows an openness and a vulnerability to some of our senior people that the juniors in particular have never anticipated. And I actually think that's a real kind of like bonding and way of bringing people in the organisation together.